Yo, what's up, everybody? This your boy X, and I'm coming to you from PressPlayOnYourDestiny.com. And today I want to talk to y'all about a very serious issue. It's not just an issue; it's almost like a disease. It's the number one reason why we don't accomplish things. It's the number one reason we stay stagnated. It's the number one reason we don't achieve our goals. It's the number one reason that we fail in life. It's the number one reason we fail to accomplish our dreams and goals in life. And that is procrastination. At some point in life, we all have procrastinated. And for some of us, procrastination is even worse for some of us. I can attest to that myself. Being a highly creative individual, I think a lot. And because I think a lot, I'm thinking about the process that it'll take to do something, how long it'll take me to do it, what all resources I'm going to need to make it happen. And you want to know what? Out of thinking about everything that I need to do, then I'll say, I'll put it off. Okay, well, I'll just start working on it tomorrow because, there's so much stuff that I need to do. And, sometimes you just get overwhelmed because it's too much stuff. And this is one of the reasons that we procrastinate. It's one of the reasons that something that could have been done in an hour or a day or a week takes weeks, months, years, and decades. And then you look back on your life and you're like, dang, why did I put that off? And the crazy part is, isn't it, you would be so surprised that a lot of the things that you procrastinate on, when you do decide to muster up the courage and the energy to do it, you'll find out that you're like, really? This is all it took to get this done? And then you're looking at yourself crazy because you procrastinated on something that you really didn't have to. And that's most of the things in our life. So I have a few things that I believe may help you when you procrastinate. So that's the thing. I want to talk to you guys about why we procrastinate. And there is an endless list of reasons why you procrastinate. Think about it. Think about if you have to, it's a big project and you realize it's so much that needs to be done. So you're like, okay, I'll put it off. Or our biggest reason we procrastinate, I don't have enough time, so I'll do it later, right? So time is a reason we procrastinate. Workload is the reason we procrastinate. And a lot of the times, just plain out not wanting to do it is another reason we procrastinate. But I know me personally, what works for me is just taking the first step and just starting the first step in whatever you're getting ready to do. Okay, like for instance, I'm going to give you guys an example. I needed to get my driver's license. My driver's license had been revoked for the last 5 years. And I was just like, oh my gosh, the process is going to take forever. I got to go online, get the information, call these people, get the money to pay the ticket. And then I have to take this 12-hour class. From there, I got to get the money to pay. And it's like, it sounds simple, but in my head, it was so complicated and it was going to take so long. So I put it off and I put it off and I put it off for years. And I finally, 5 years later, got my license because I decided to just take the first step. Okay, boom, let me get on the internet and see what I got to do. Boom, let me take the time and call these people. Even though I know the DMV customer service line takes freaking forever for somebody to pick up, I was like, I don't have anything else to do. Let me just sit on the phone until a rep can tell me exactly what I need to do. Boom. From there, let me work and see if I can get this money to pay my license off. Boom. From there, okay, let me pay for this 12-hour class. Boom. Okay, let me take the 12-hour class. Boom. From there, now I have to go see a judge. From there, boom, let them grant me my license rights back. Boom. From there, go to the DMV. and boom, I have my license. But even though it seems like it was a whole bunch of steps, believe it or not, it really was not. It didn't take as long as I thought it was. I had the same situation with getting back in school. I dropped out of college back in 2007, you guys, and I procrastinated because my student loans was in default, so I could not get back in school and finish my degree. And I was like, oh my gosh, this process is going to take forever. Same thing with my driver's license. And I procrastinated. I put it off. I was like, man, the process is going to take too long. Then I got to call all these lenders. And somebody told me, Trey, why don't you just consolidate your loans? I was like, oh, that's going to take forever. So one time when I tried to consolidate my loans, the process seemed like it took forever. The last time I consolidated my loans, it took me 15 minutes to do it. And all of my student loans were paid off through a debt forgiveness program. And all of that happened in a time span of 2 months. But it took me 6 years to do it. Procrastination. Now I'm back in school and I'm getting ready to get my degree, y'all. I am on top of it because I realize one of my biggest problems is procrastination. But when you realize that you don't have to just put something off because it seems like it's going to be a lot of work. Sometimes when you take that first step, it creates what I call a snowball effect, because once you do that first step, excuse me, then you're going to want to do the next thing, then the next thing, then the next thing. So I tell a lot of people, in order to get over procrastination, one of the things you have to do is just get started. Take the first step. Sometimes you have to get a pad. I have writing pads everywhere, and I just write down, okay, what steps I need to do. I need to call these people. I need to send this. And just take the first step. That's the thing. What they say, how they say you eat an elephant, right? One bite at a time. That's a big way to stop procrastination, is to just get started. Another thing you got to do is get out of your comfort zone. A lot of us stay stagnated and we procrastinate on things because it may be uncomfortable to do the thing that we need to do. And I'll use an example of talking to a good friend about something that you know needs to be talked about, but you don't want to hurt their feelings. So you put it off and you put it off and you put it off because you don't want to hurt their feelings, and in return you don't want to be looked at crazy. So you'll put off something that can really help someone because you just don't want to do it, and you fall back into your comfort zone. Oh, it's all right, maybe they'll just learn, or just and I'm not just using that with a person, that's with anything. Our comfort zone is deadly. You cannot fly in your comfort zone. Sometimes you have to, what Les Brown say, jump off a cliff and grow your wings on the way down. Sometimes when we get stuck in our comfort zone, we will only have what's in our comfort zone. And it's when you step outside of your comfort zone that you can have what's not inside of your comfort zone. And a lot of us get stuck right there. I was on the roll, y'all. But I don't want the video to be long either. So the next thing is make sure that you just face your fear. You know, one of the reasons we procrastinate is we have a fear of something that causes us to procrastinate. And it might not be an all-out, oh, I'm scared fear, but it just might be something you don't want to, you don't want the reaction, or you don't know how it'll turn out. And that's one of our problems too, predictability. When we can't predict how something will turn out, sometimes we'll procrastinate on it because we're like, I don't know if I'm ready for what will happen if I take action. And that's the thing. I tell anybody, the gap between your success and where you are right now is the action you take to get here. All you have to do is go from A to point B. But our problem is we don't take action and we procrastinate and we put things off, and years pass by and we have so many excuses. Us as humans, we have every excuse in the world why we won't do something, why we should do it later, why we're putting it off, why we won't take action. But when you think about it, what is your real excuse? What are you afraid of? Why are you procrastinating it? Why are you putting it off? If you didn't want to do it, it wouldn't have came to your mind. So why now are you putting off something that you found important, but now you're like, I don't think I want to. No, you guys, take action. That's the thing. A lot of people say, "Oh, well, God, no." It's a lot of time we hold ourselves back from our own blessings, from our own wealth, from our own success, because we don't want to take the actions necessary to make it happen. We procrastinate and we push it off, and it is a horrible cycle that you get in, because procrastination is a cycle, and I teach about this, the cycle of failure and success. It becomes a toxic cycle, because when you procrastinate on one thing, you want to know what you'll do? Your mind will give you a reason to procrastinate on something else, then procrastinate on something else, and next thing you know, you have all of these things that were never accomplished because you are procrastinating. Procrastination is the devil. I tell you guys. If you're trying to be successful in life, procrastination, excuses, you can't have them. Throw them out the window, you guys. That's the reason I do these videos, because on my way to the top, I've learned some things. And I've learned that in business and your personal life, procrastination kills, y'all. So that's it. I'm sweating. Y'all got me sweating. That's how hard I was going. But I'm serious, man, because I know a lot of people in my generation, a lot of people who's trying to make it in life right now, they are killed because of their lack of effort, because of their lack of action, because of procrastination is the reason you still in the position that you're in, because you're not willing to do what you need to do right now. That's the thing, you're not willing to do it, and because you're not willing to do it, you will have what you always had. And a lot of us, we get so pissed off about our position. Why am I still in this position? I know I can do better, but you procrastinate. You don't do the things you need to do. You don't put in all the effort. You don't go 100% in on what you need to do to make your dreams come true. So this is what I want you guys to do. Till the next time, I want you guys to find out why you procrastinate. What is your own individual reason why you procrastinate and put things off? That's what I want you guys to do. And I want you to email me at motivationwithx@gmail.com and let me know your reasons for procrastination. I love you guys. And until the next time, press play to your destiny and live a life of abundance, because you deserve it. I'm out.